That is Jason Gimpy Two-Step Benalstein from Napanee, Ontario. He's guilty of my identity theft. He is an OPP Robert Kane, drug-fed, crack-fed, crackhead, guilty of drug lacing, guilty of multiple murders for Robert Kane, 7224, Ontario Provincial Police. He's guilty of drug lacing, drug trafficking, animal abuses, animal tortures, animal murders, guilty of full brain injury, guilty of identity theft on me with intent to commit identity fraud, with intent to commit homicide. Jason Gimpy Two-Step Benalstein. He also travels between Kingston to the hub where he sells laced fentanyl to homeless people for overdoses, murders through that. He is an animal fucking low-life piece of shit scumbag. He hangs at one Ray LeBlow's, who happens to live on East and Dundas Street in Napanee behind a local pizza shop, has a big bay window, has a pit bull, a white pit bull puppy, and used to have a white deaf pit bull as well. There is Tyler Teabag Lake, Blair Frederick Hardy, Bill Wooldridge, Dale Hartwick, and Tony Hearns. They are all guilty of identity theft. They're all guilty of being OPP, drug-fed, money-paid pieces of shit who are guilty of aiding in this identity theft on me. Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, Spencer Mills 14716, you are guilty of murder in the first degree with intent to commit and end an entire bloodline. Staff Sergeants, years 2019-2021, kidnapping, sodomy, sex assault, and attempted murder, identity theft, attempted murder on an entire bloodline. Ex-Chief or Commander, Ontario Provincial Police, 2019, drove a white Jeep Wrangler, is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit in the first degree. Shannon Cork is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit in the first degree. Robert Kane, Robert Lucas, guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit in the first degree. Stacy, a mental health worker, was Daily Tea Company in Napanee, guilty of attempted murder and murder with intent to commit. Shelley Huffner, guilty of kidnapping, guilty of attempted murder and murder with intent to commit, through Jason Gimpy Two-Step Benalstein, through Blair Hardy, through Billy Wooldridge, through Tyler Lake, through Jason Benalstein. Tyler Lake, Blair Hardy, Billy Wooldridge, Ray LeBlow, Dale Hartwick, and Tony Hearns. I am not taking a fall for any scumbag pieces of shit because of OPP. I am the end of my bloodline, and I'm 51 years old, and I'm starting to look like a homosexual crackhead stalker who is a stroke victim, who is a high scumbag, who is a fucking inbred lowlife cocksucker for OPP, Robert Kane, and his fucking crack cocaine, because he is a drug cop, he is a dirty cop, he is guilty of multiple murders, and they are using this piece of shit to do this to me in hopes of mistaken identity. Anytime OPP wants to pay to have my dad exhumed and do DNA testing between their little bastard Jason Gimpy Two-Step Benalstein, their little fucking cupcake Tyler Teabag Tube Steak Lake, who sucks their dick for fucking meth and deals drugs for Robert Kane 7224, and Spencer Mills, who is a serial killing piece of shit cop. 4 years of going through this, full skull deforming, full identity changes, and you done this to me with a retarded piece of shit goof named Jason Gimpy Two-Step Benalstein, and the local hospitals are involved with this identity theft to me. They are guilty of lung and kidney damage to me. They are guilty of medical blacklisting, treatment refusals, discriminations, and there is doctors, including a CEO, who is guilty of aiding Spencer Mills, who is also guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit, having me falsely charged to cover up his crimes with OPP. Poor, homeless, elderly, disabled, beware, because your life is in serious danger. They have no care for your life in any way, shape, or form. They see you as a piece of shit that they can buy, sell, and trade, and that's all the poor, homeless, elderly, and disabled are to Ontario Provincial Police. You have proven to be nothing but fucking terrorists. You are proven to be nothing but bloodline-ending, murdering, low-life pieces of shit, using your scumbag inmates and your fucking Harvard inmates who you cannot and will not touch for $22,000. Congratulations. Turning me into look like Jason Gimpy fucking two-step vanilla sign because he sucks Robert Kane's balls. You are pure fucking filth. You wanted to turn me into somebody that could barely talk, somebody that's a fucking dummy. So you use these kind of crackheads and hope to mentally fuck me up? To seriously injure my brain while you're feeding them fucking drugs and laundering money through them. That's what OPP is about. Talk to Spencer Mills 14716. Anybody wants to buy, sell, or trade a human, you talk to OPP because they will get it done. I am the end of my bloodline in one way or another. Gimpy Van Alstyne, Tyler T. Lake, and the rest of you OPP fucking little bastard cocksuckers are going to pay for this, and I don't care. One way or another, you're gonna fucking answer for this, whether you suck OPP dick or not, you little bastards. I'm 51 years old and I'm going through this by a piece of shit crackhead low-life junkie who is approximately 35 years old. I'm not taking a fall for any fucking scumbag lowlife for OPP benefit because I spoke up and tried to save lives against you and your human trafficking. Completely changed my fucking identity after 4 years using these scumbags. You owe me millions and millions and millions of dollars, OPP and Spencer Mills. No threat. I am fucking personally going to sue you for every single bit of it, along with Shannon Cork for having my mother stalked and murdered through Bill Wooldridge. Luckily, you do not have to prove nothing, you killer pieces of shit. Anything more happens to me, and it will be responsible for Ontario Provincial Police and the local hospitals here who are guilty of aiding them in their crimes. Luckily, you can get away with sex assault, kidnapping, blood and piss stealing, stalking, animal murders, elderly murders, full identity thefts, and I guarantee I'm not the only one the OPP has done this to for framing their victims. This is why they fucking falsely arrested me and charged me to get my pictures, print signatures, and everything else they needed for this identity theft. And I will not be proven wrong, right? Spencer Mills 14716. You piece of shit fucking garbage. You need to be locked up and you need to be arrested and thrown in jail for the rest of your fucking life, along with the ex-OPP chief, who is a sex offending pedophile and guilty of attempted murder once again. Public beware. They did this to me over the course of 4 years using scumbag inmates and low-life pieces of shit. I can just imagine how many others they're doing this to and getting away with it and have gotten away with it. Turning me into look like a fucking dummy. Congratulations, but one way or another, you surrounded me hands on guns so you could fucking do this to me for a gimp piece of shit lowlife named Jason Van Alstyne, who is nothing more than a lowlife, and your boyfriend Blair Hardy and his little fuck toy Tyler Teabag Tube Steak Lake, your little drug-fed, meth-fed, crackhead, drug-dealing pieces of shit garbage right here in Napanee, Ontario. Luckily, I am medically blacklisted and it's a criminal offense for me to get medical help through OPP at 3 different hospitals. This is why and how they assure their crimes and why they can injure, torture, and murder successfully. Congratulations, you fucking bastards. Anything more happens to me in any way, shape, or form, I want Spencer Mills criminally and felony arrested for the murder of my mother, for attempted murder of me, for all crimes for 4 years, along with Shannon Cork and OPP ex-chief or commander and sex offending sodomizing piece of shit staff sergeant and his little fuck toy that aids him in his sex offenses, Bill Woldridge of 149 Center Street North, who used to stalk your children at Tim Hortons.